video. So this is going to be one of the videos where I actually explained today that I haven't done Odyssey content in like probably 2 days. So I'm essentially going to get some, like I said, today at some point, maybe tonight. It is nighttime. It's like 9:19, and I do have a couple things to keep in mind to you guys. I have been playing a lot, so I will try and fill you in for what I remember. And if you don't remember what happened in the previous episode, so episode, what is it, 6, you might want to go and do that. Otherwise, you will have no idea. And if you've never seen this part of my channel, go back to episode 1. This is where you'll see, okay, this is what's going on, this is what it led up to, yada yada yada. But I also didn't have the game fully installed, so I just reset the application at, I think, episode 2 is when it was thoroughly done. But in episode 1, it was still downloading, so it said like an hour or something like that. And everything else. So other than that, I will tell you guys now that since I have done so much, this is, like I said, a makeup video for the maybe day and a half that you guys missed. So yeah, you're guys gonna see a couple different things here. I believe the last time I made an episode on here, it was to say, alright, so this is what happened as of last time. Now I got a lot to fill you guys in. So I went back to the home place that you start in, what was it, Kefalonia, and it did look up a lot different than it did. I ended up also killing a shark for the first time. I didn't know I could kill sharks. So I killed a shark. I actually ended up killing 2 sharks. One with the bow and arrow because that was the one that was guarding it. So I killed that one, and I also killed the other shark that was down there. I don't know why. There were 2 sharks down there. But I killed them both. I did a couple missions, and I did end up doing a lot more. So I ended up climbing this last time I was here. And if you guys also noticed, I look like a Spartan, like a fully Spartan. If you guys are wondering, Jake, why do you look like a full Spartan? Well, let me show you what happened as of last episode, or before last episode. Everyone remembers that I was I wasn't at level 13. I'm now level 14, and I have level 13 abilities and everything. I did have the slave's weapon, and I still have the heavy bow, which is actually what this is supposed to be, if I remember correctly. If not, I will have to fix that, because I believe this is the heavy bow. Yeah, that's the heavy bow look, so that's the heavy bow I'm expecting. So I ended up changing this breastplate into the Spartan breastplate. Same thing with this. I tried to make it look as Spartan as possible, which, oh, Spartan waistband. You know, if I would have known that, it would have made it a lot better. Black iron will do the best because that actually matches the rest of it. So this is the Spartan look that I was talking about. I really like the Spartan look. My gauntlets, so the Persian War gauntlets, but I made them because I managed to find a version of it that were Spartan for once, which was actually when I was in the depths. I actually have managed to find level 10 Spartan gauntlets, which are actually really good comparatively to everything else that I have. Because they work out well with the rest of it, but I still need to be level 35 in order to get, you know, another look of it, and I don't know exactly what the look is supposed to be. I forgot what it was. Hold up, let me look at that before I get too far into this. I have no idea. It just says, the kind of one I want to get is this gold one up here, because that's like a later armor, if I remember correctly. But I also, if you guys do remember, I do have the Spartan Greaves, which that makes it so I have the full Spartan set. So I'm now fully Spartaned out. So I now look like this. I am now officially un Spartan. But I was up here, and I actually ended up stopped playing, because I was playing it a little bit today, because I don't know if I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually make any content for you guys today, but, you know, plans change. I ended up making a bunch of content, actually. But this is actually currently what I had going on, is that I actually went over here, and I'm actually going to go do the Welcome to Athens, or Athens. Whatever you want to term it as, but I actually ended up coming out here, all the way over here, just to do some smaller missions, which were actually pretty easy, and I got a decent amount of drachmi, which was actually interesting. So if you guys remember, I've been from Kefalonia to Focus to, all the way over here, and I don't know why I'm calling my horse. I can literally just do this. Also, quick thing, guys, before I get too far into this, actually, I should probably go over here, because I gotta go all the way this way anyway. So if I go right here, this will be the best ideal spot to go to, and on top of that, there's a store on my way to the seafront that's somewhere over here, and on top of that, there's a low-level mission here, which I'll do. If you guys are wondering, Jake, why are you doing all these low-level missions? You don't normally do this. Well, I do. I just don't do it on camera, because I went all the way over there as a level 14, and I saw, what, like, no level 10s? And if I did, they were very weak compared to me, as most things are. Other than that, there are certain things that I've been doing while off camera, which was leveling up, of course, doing some of these smaller missions, and I managed to kill about 3 or 4 of the cult leaders, or pieces of the cults. I haven't really gotten cult leaders, but I have gotten cult personnel. So, if you guys are wondering, hey, what is this? Yeah, that's that. I've been killing them. If you guys are wondering, how did you kill them so fast? They're about your level. Well, some I had to come in direct contact with, which was like 1 or 2 of them. And the only real woman that I actually killed so far, I don't know if I've actually killed another female other than her, but I ended up just assassinating her and got away with it clean. I mean, I did get spotted once or twice, but I've always went underwater because I was swimming during this time, because it was like right near dock section. I couldn't take the boats usually, so I didn't take the boats. I didn't bother, and I just walked right out, which was actually the closest area to here. That's about the only female I think I've killed, and if I haven't already killed another female, I'll have to check again. But so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna check a couple different things. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get more levels so I can kill more of the cult leaders, because some of them are higher leveled than me, which makes it super complicated on my part. So essentially what I'm going to say to you guys is, if you really do enjoy my kind of content here, I make plenty of it. Sometimes I don't always get around to it, but when I try to make up for it, I just know it's because I feel bad. Like I said, I've probably mentioned that in a previous video, as I said, I feel bad if I don't catch you guys up, because otherwise you guys are going to feel a little lost. And it makes me feel bad because you guys are missing content. And I feel like, you know, most of my channel actually kind of appreciates the content that I make. So I try and be consistent with it. So I think what I'm going to have to do, because I have to go all the way over here, I could probably just, you know, full-blown horseback it. But I think what I want to do is, if I'm going to horseback ride, I'm going to want to check out a couple areas over here. So essentially, I'm going to be riding through the, what is that? Sieged Plains and the Greater Athens, which is like the better part of Athens, the better part of Athens. And then the next piece of it will be actually to the heights of Thorikos, and I actually have to get over here. It's probably better if I do this by boat, because it's going to be a little bit faster comparatively to that, because, I mean, the dock used to be like right around here, and I'm sure I could find a dock somewhere over here. And if I can't, I'll go on horseback to probably the boats or the docks. Well, it'll probably be closer just to go straight to the objective. And on top of that, there is a cult leader all the way over here, but it's level 19. It's Orcos the Great, which if you guys don't know who that is, that's one of the brutal people over here. The Great One is, that's the beast, I was about to say the breast of Sparta. Betos, the beast of Sparta, so he's the better Spartan. And then there's this guy, which is Orcos the Great, hero of the cult. So there are heroes of the cult, and then there are just the normal cult members. The heroes are, of course, going to be the ones who are more better in combat, and so on and so forth. As for this, I need to get more clues about them. So killing previous people gives you clues. So stuff like some of these people. So yeah. See, I've only killed 2 females. So I've killed the Shimra and this one over here, which was actually really easy. They were both really easy. So there are females and males in the cult. These are males, these are females. So sages are, of course, just people. So there are the sages and there's the cultists. So the cultists go to the sages. The sages turn into what is known as the Ghost of the Cosmos, which I have no idea. But I have to kill I have to hunt all the sages, which includes my sister, the Minos, the chosen one. So I have to kill them, all of them. And I don't know if I have to kill my sister or if I can try and talk her down and tell her this is what actually happened. Because if you guys don't remember, I think I caught this on camera. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But supposedly, your sister is like, dude, I don't want to have to fight you, so I really don't want to either. There are a lot of female people here, the mercenaries, which are really not that good. I have fought a decent amount of them. I'm a tier 8, so blacksmiths reduce their prices like crazy. 7, war contracts and bounties provide 20% more XP, drachmi, and crafting materials. And by tier 6, I'll have better prices on their engraving surface for the blacksmiths. And then 5, fearful sponsors remove their bounties for 25% or 20% less. By tier 4, a professional carpenter now works on the odessy, reducing the cost of ship upgrades by 50%. By tier 3 blacksmiths also reduce their prices on upgrading surfaces by 50. So by the time by like tier 2 and 1, everything is different. So by tier 1 you get to the Abraxas, which is the immortal horse, is another name for it, I guess. So it says only the strong can reach this position and ride Abraxas, the immortal horse, which I have no idea if that's actually like a thing that you could technically buy as of this stuff, and I don't think that really is, but I'm gonna say now that it's a high chance that it's not something you can get in this stuff, because these are the things you normally get, is like these, but you can get mounts, which is always nice because these mounts are neat. But I mean, really, who's gonna want to ride some of these? I mean, I do. I specifically, if I had to choose one, like an actual one I wanted, I'd probably do the Sacred Deer. I wouldn't really care for the Tartaros Charger. The entry not found. I'm interested in those things, but I'm not really up for it. If I had to like thoroughly choose out of like 3, it would be the deer, which I actually overlooked quite a bit. The deer, but I like to look at that. I mean, think about it this way: if you rode a deer that like it's a mystical or something that shows you're very cool looking or something like that, I don't know. Or you could even go as far as to do the ghost, which makes you look like a phantom rider, which is also something pretty cool. So it says, like the ghost of Patroclus visiting Alcides, this horse is elusive and has likely entered Hades' gates. This one is the Cerberus' offspring, or as I like to call a hell horse, because that's what it looks most like. Whether it had 1, 3, or 100 heads, this hound of Hades has one job: to stop the dead from leaving. Now it's interesting because either way, it's a horse and it's a Cerberus. So Cerberus is usually a dog as of, defending purposes, but that's just what it's saying there. So I'm a tier 8 as of right near, so I have these 2 perks. So economic benefits and everything are right there, are pretty good. As of tier 8, I have 50% prices reduction. Hello.
Word, homie.
Word.
We got the cookie stuff.
Woo! Cookies! And I did check it, guys. I actually do get like 50% off. So if I went to buy, usually this stuff is like super expensive. Like that would have originally been at least 2,000.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Stream Dead.
Oh, okay.
But I do have a lot of stuff here that I could still buy, and a lot of it's actually decent, especially because I have the Drachmi for it. It puts a decent amount of stuff on me. Now, if you guys are wondering, why don't you ever use like heavy bladed weapons or heavy blunts? I just don't like using them. If anything, give me a spear. I'll use a spear. Speaking of spears, I'm gonna get a Spartan javelin since I already have pretty much full Spartan gear. I may as well. And if you guys do see, there are Spartan bracers here as well. I'm going to stick with my stuff currently because I have better stuff, I think. In my opinion, I have better stuff. I still don't really care for the Phobos stuff because I already have the coolest Phobos skin, I feel like. And since I have, extra stuff I can get rid of, so extra armor, which actually I need to put that on.
Probably not a good idea.
If I remember correctly, I have gold ones on, which is why it's not showing. Dead.
Yo.
I am fully Spartan. Look at this. I meant to go to inventory. You ready? Boom.
Hey, nice.
My legs, my gauntlets, my chest, my breastplate, my lower sections and everything, they show different, but they are the same thing, I assure you.
Cool, man.
Because you're able to do this. Thank you. But yeah, guys, if you guys are wondering why I prefer the Spartan look, I just prefer the Spartan look. They're the coolest looks you can get. I tell you that. But yeah, I don't know why I still have these in my inventory. I should probably go put those in the odessy. So that way I at least have those out of my way. Let me equip the spear, because like I said, I prefer the spear over anything. And I don't know if you can have a sword, or sorry, not a sword. I don't know if you can have a shield with the spear. I wish you could. That would make it so much better, especially because there's a Spartan spear. A javelin, which is a throwing spear, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of stuff you guys can see from me. But as you guys are noticing, I have consistently made it so I look like a Spartan, and I intend to stick it that way. This entire game I'm going to try and be a Spartan. Side with the Spartan. I'm going to be a Spartan. I'm going to look like a Spartan. I am Spartan. So essentially what I'm saying is, I am being a Spartan. So I'm trying to be as much as I can into the Spartan look. So, like the javelins and all that stuff. I want them to be as Spartan-ish as possible. And you guys are noticing that little spear? That's actually Leonidas' spear, from what you'll learn if you've been following my channel as of the recent times. And I guess I may as well engrave the spear since I'm here. And I'm going to quickly sell most of the stuff I'm not going to use, so the level 12, level 10 stuff, so the Persian war gauntlets and all that. Sell it all because it's easy money. And on top of that, it's, you know, it's decent stuff. And on top of that, so it says damage hide into broken belt. I believe that was from the shark stuff. Because I did get attacked by a shark one of the episodes. As of upgrading, I'm not going to really upgrade anything. I have nothing to upgrade as of right now, so there's really no point in me keeping most of this on my body, because either it's too low a level, or it doesn't have enough protection, I can't sell it. Usually it's because I can't sell it. So I need to get the Sparta kick ability, because that's what this is meant to be used for. It's a Spartan weapon. I have to have it with a Spartan engravement. Actually, I didn't see what the stats were on it, but let's check it. Let's quickly check the stats here before I get too far into a battle. So that way I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, so let's see. We get warrior damage, fire damage, nice. Overpower abilities, and then I added 20% with the damage of a Spartan kick, which is good because the Spartan kick is crazy powerful, especially on a kick. As for this stuff, so like shield breakers, I use the shield breaker because I can just beat them over the head with their own ability, and I just find that hilarious. I might get rid of the bull rush because I don't really have a point in having bull rush as of here. The charge shots, I'm not sure if that's good for what I do, and this stuff. So that stuff is really nice. It does 15 meters, and every time you upgrade it, it's like an extra 5 meters within of range. So it's really cool. So like I upgraded my bow abilities, so it makes it really good. And there's my horse. My beautiful Pegasus-like horse. Even though it has a horn, but I'm going to call it a Pegasus. Okay. You know what? I'll take the time to come and help them. Hey, boys. Boy, don't get hostile with me. Hey, 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 hey. Get back here, horse. You ain't leaving me. I like how I just confused him. Like my horse. It's one of the free ones in the, if you wanted to get it, it's in the, if you push, like, pause and everything, and then push, that, you can bring it over here. Go to the, I believe it's the gear, go to the mounts, and it's one of the free ones. Should be somewhere down here. It's one of them, it's one of the purple ones, so it should be right next to Hourglass. Just so that way you know. I told Dad the same thing, though. So, alright. But, yeah, so there are different kind of abilities, guys. If you guys haven't caught up on this yet, or if you're coming in at a weird time, there are hunter abilities, warrior abilities, and assassin abilities. So assassin abilities are like stealth and getting away from situations, or helping you find things, while the Spartan abilities, so they're the the Spartan kicks, the charged heavy attacks, the bull rush, all that kind of stuff. That's all the Spartan abilities, so the warrior abilities. Hunters are more for the ranged, but they work. So like for snapshot, so 6th sense, predator shot, which I actually use a lot. You guys would be surprised at how many times I've actually managed to do some of those shots. And some of these other ones, so devastating shots, so it does like 150 extra damage, and on top of that, special arrows. And there's just all kinds of stuff. So this one, I actually managed to do this earlier, yesterday. I can't remember if I did it on stream, but I can now make like fire and poison arrows, if I remember correctly. Which means essentially I can poison people, which throws them off, and on top of that, fire. So now I have way worse. Like, I have more weapons than I can deal with, and it just makes it so much better because it puts me in a situation where I have all kinds of options. There's also apparently explosive arrows, which is the next upgrade, which I don't know if I want to get those just yet, but that is on my agenda. I don't know why I didn't get on my horse. I'm going to call my horse over here, and then we're going to ride this way because I don't want to go over here and then end up getting another bounty on me. Right now, I don't need the bounties, so I'm going to move as far as I can from this specific region here. I actually don't know if I'm actually going to be able to make it to Athens like this, because it's Actually, it's only 2,000 meters away. I think I could do it by horse. What's funny is that this is actually where I'm supposed to be, is right here. Welcome to Athens. Reach Akatia. That's where I'm at currently, but I think it means go to the shore. Watch, the boat is all of a sudden there. I might need to leave my horse at this point because I cannot let him. I don't know if he can climb this. It is the best horse for the mountaintops, but I don't think it'll work in this case. So I'll do this by foot. I'm sorry, my precious horse, but I must leave you. I must part ways. I see that simple boat over there. But yeah, guys, this is just like one of the big open world games that I'll play, other than like if I had GTA still downloaded GTA, and I guess you could say Minecraft. This is like one of the best open worlds that I've actually played. I love the Assassin's Creed games. They're always open. They're usually pretty much always open world. You have all the option to do whatever way you want to do it. So you could be good, you could be bad, you could be the absolute beast, the tank. You could be, you know, like passive aggressive, or it will usually have to be aggressive no matter what. But there are many ways to go about this game, so it's always nice to have a couple different options when it comes to like stuff like that. So keep your mind open. Like, this is the first time where this is the first time playing, so I put it on the easiest difficulty. And I'm gonna intend to I'm gonna kind of be good. I'm gonna be the good boy. I'm only gonna kill certain things, and I'm only gonna kill certain people. So like, I only really kill Athenians, unless of course the Spartans decide to pick a fight with me. Then I am gonna have to go into combat with them, which is gonna make me really sad because I like the Spartans. And on top of that, yeah, they usually don't stand a chance. As most of the things do in this game, they don't stand a chance. They try, but they don't stand a chance. Like, even the Spartans really don't stand a chance, so it's like, I'm sorry, buddies, but you're coming at me with all your spears and your swords, and I'm over here just a god, so I really wish you wouldn't come for me. But they do, and it's sad. So, at this point, it's like a forced sacrifice to me. It's just to bring in your enemies, or bring me to your enemies, and I could save you time. But yet, when you try to, like, here's the thing. Last time I got in a fight with wolves, which is why I just let them kind of carry it out, and I just took the stuff, the loot, aka the hide and everything. The reason why I did that is because I didn't want to hit the Spartans, because if I hit the Spartans, there's like 3 of them there. They're all going to go for me, which is sad because I like the Spartans. Like I said, they're great. They're a great bunch of men. So, welcome to, what is this, a military camp? Oh, okay then. Sorry, so it looks like I might actually have to fight the Spartans in this case. Go this way. I don't know why my horse turned around. Okay, so. Oh, great. Okay, you know what? I'll just go ahead and take them on. I want to try out the spear anyway. Actually, not a bad spear. These are level 16s, by the way. Keep that in mind, folks. That was 2 level 16 wolves. And as a singular boyo, I took them on. Like the almighty killing creature I am. I do what I do best. Okay, so since there's no actual way for me to get in, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Let's just hope that wasn't a... I don't think it was a restricted area, at least I would have seen yellow before I even finished climbing. Alright, so this is Athens. Very pretty, actually. I like the Athenian cities, but I like the Spartan soldiers more than I do the Athens themselves, the Athenians. Like, look at this. This is beautiful. I love it. I mean, both sides are really cool, but I prefer the Spartans. Like I said, they have the cooler look as of, you know, like, gear and such, so like their outfits in general look better than the Athenians, because the Athenian helmets, like, let me show you the difference between the Athenian helmets and the Spartans helmets. By the way, the current helmet that I'm using is actually the Wolves, if you guys remember that. Technically I killed him, I really did, and I just got information. So that's a Spartan helmet right there. This is the Hopatile Aurelian, as usual. I'm trying to find the Athenian stuff. This is Athenian, this is the Polemarch. Comparatively to, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't really care. Like these are cool. Yeah, they're blue. I prefer red. Like this is a mercenary helmet in this case, and that's still like the most Spartan thing I can get as of right now. But I prefer, like I said, the Spartan. Because it just looks better, it looks neater, and it just has a little bit of better edge to it, you know? So if you guys always wonder, why do you only use Spartan looks? Spartans have the cooler armor. They have the coolest setups and everything. Like, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot more Spartan-related stuff in this one game. But it's still cool to look at, you know, all the possibilities as of, you know, gear and, you know, all that. So it just puts a lot of, you know, restraint on how much you should be able to do and how little you have. Yes, you will, especially when I get more stuff that I can't really use or it is just too weak for me. Or, you know, I have something better at the lower level. Because that is a thing that has actually happened, guys. I have actually had armor that was higher level but worse in actual, like, damage and such. Which made it really sad, because it's like, I would, oh, sorry. Still gotta run another 900 meters. Now, I could have actually gone in there and destroyed all that stuff, but I wasn't going to waste my time. I already got to reach all the way to the other side here, and I got 800 meters, and I don't think picking a fight right now would be a good idea. Unless, of course, I can get rid of the bodies pretty quickly, but otherwise, I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to run another 800 meters. Which is just a long ways to go, especially on foot, but seriously, this guy is really good at what he's doing. But I feel like even like wearing all this armor, I would have been sweating. I guaranteed I'm sweating like crazy, especially on my arms and my legs, because that stuff is pretty on. Like, it's loose enough to be comfortable, but it's not loose enough to be, you know, perfectly comfortable. So it's like comfortable enough to fight in. So it's still pretty uncomfortable. Alright, I'm gonna have to climb the walls here. I am forced to climb walls here. Howdy. Care that I'm just casually running around near him like this, just like, hey. Call him a horse. Howdy. Alright. To the objective. Whoa. I thought I was going the right way. I was going that way. I mean, technically the other way. I don't know why, but sometimes, like, the mapping in this game, sometimes it's like, I'll just choose the route that you should probably travel. Comparatively to me just, you know, taking another route. You know, like, I could have gone the other way, too. Probably. I could have gone up the mountain if I wanted to. I really could have. I honestly really could have just gone up the mountain. Because this horse, like I said, is made for mountains. Like my actual horse, or Phobos. Or I forgot what they called them. Either way, it's still really good for going up mountain ways. So essentially, it's like one of those things where it's like, I can go up the mountain. And come down it really good. So I think what they compared him to was a mountain goat or something like that. So that's where I'm supposed to be heading. I'm already here, though. And I probably am just going to get there and just be like, yep, there's a random boat now. Watch, there's going to be a boat. You ready? Ready? Boof. Boat. Phoenix. Is it Phoenix or Phoenix? See? Bro, where did he... See, yeah, sometimes the game just doesn't make sense. It's like, hey, boat? Hey, mount, could you, like, stop running away from me? Could you just not run away from me? Like, I actually kind of need to use you, considering you're actually my only way to get around quickly. And that's actually quite true. And it also has a really cool, like, I don't know why, like, I feel like if people in this game were actually, like, realistic, they would have been questioning why my my horses has, like, a Boy, you need help. I just want to see how this plays out, because I don't know if those are bandits or Spartans. I think they might be Spartans. You know what? They're all level 15s. I could probably take them. Could I take you? I could take them. I could take them. I'm not going to. Okay then. Well then, since you guys claimed victory, I'm just... Oh. I cannot take the loot. Could I move the body so I could take the loot? Carry. What are you doing, dude? I'm getting rid of your evidence. That way you guys don't get war crimed. I mean, they probably, they would care. I might just try and take them on. They may be... They looked at me with their weapons like, and were like, bruh, I have bigger. Mine is a bigger. It's mine. Good day, sir. I guess I could change how much speed by a whistle. It's actually pretty cool, though. I mean, like, I like how they made it so there was a concept of, like, how much speed you do with a couple whistles. Like, I whistled, what was it, like 4 times technically, and I managed to get a decent amount of speed. And, of course, it's going to slow down near people. Still really cool, though. So we'll head in here. So most people travel around is like this. That's how most of them travel around. I usually go with a gallop. That one person. Me. Sorry, did I scare you? I'm like trying to avoid hitting people because for some reason my horse is evil and loves to hit people. Specifically the females. Because every time I see a guy, they usually roll out of control. And even with a female rolling out of control, he just goes whoop right to them path. All right. Excuse me, folks. See? New location discovered. Prison. I've seen a bunch of memes with those lately, but they're usually like the dumb memes. They're the memes that you shouldn't laugh at because of what it's supposed to be talking about, but then they are funny either way, just because. But I've seen that one before. It just shows your guy just going, and it's like new location discovered. Hi, doggo. What are you barking at me for? I swear, I'm just a civilian with a spear, a bow and arrow, and a bunch of armor. I swear. I'm just a civilian, I promise. That just counteracts my entire point of being, and that's what, was that Leonidas, like a Leonidas statue? Which would be cool, because I guess in both, oh. That is not a civilian. Kalan. They're angry. Cleon, okay. Pardon me. I like how both the randomized people were just like, ugh. Just the guards was like, ugh. I was like, hey, watch it. Herodotus. Pericles. Mete ojos. Influence. Good to know. Videos. Okay. Discretion, so I'm guessing try not to use too much violence. All right. Multiple quests accepted. Alright, so I guess what we should do, check our gear, make sure, okay, so level 77. So that's about the same stuff, so I could really just go sell that if I wanted to. As supplies and other stuff. So it was actually really easy to fight those level 15 wolves, which is impressive, which means as a level 14 you could take on a level higher than yourself. So a venomous encounter, I'll probably need to wait a little bit. So I think what we'll do is either escape from Athens, or I think we should do this one. After, well, they're all pretty close, but I can't really do a level 17. I'd say I probably could, but it said it was guarded. So, well, actually, hang on. So I need to find him, which is actually easy enough. I just need to go discover what happened, and really it's a crime scene from what I'm hearing, it's a crime scene. So I'm going to assume probably deceased, especially from the name of the mission. From good old deduction, gotta say it's probably a crime scene at this point. If he's missed an appointment, he doesn't miss appointments, and oh, welcome to the plead of oh. I'm coming. take their skins. A viper fang. Free prisoner. Actually, it wasn't too bad. The snakes? The fox? Me, God. Okay. So the fishing places. It's only 100 meters. It's actually not bad. Like considering how far that is, that's actually really not bad. I'm trying to climb up because that's about the only way I can get in and out of certain places. Like those kind of places especially, they're the only ways to get in and out is exactly like that. I have to climb in, climb out. There are some places that have an exception, but not all of them are like that. So this is, I guess, the fishing district? Okay. The other politician. There we go. How to scare him. I like how I was just like, I'm gonna mercifully spare you, even though you did try to kill a politician. I didn't really fully, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not gonna kill you just because you tried. You failed. I still don't appreciate it though. I wish you could have done a better option, but I mean, that was my choice. I did have the choice, and I accepted to spare them. Even though they probably did deserve it. They probably did deserve to have a little bit of an execution, but notice I pointed the authoritative finger at them. Not... I'm on fire. I made a mistake. Ow. Whew. Hit him with that. Don't have a very good aim though. Did you really just say I can't believe I did it? You really shouldn't believe you did it. I bet you there is a way just to talk to him, but I don't exactly know. So I might try and take him unexpectedly. So I think the best choice would be try and assassinate. If it doesn't work, he'll at least be lower on health, which then makes it a little bit easier to attack him. Because as you guys saw, he has a lot of poison damage, which makes it a little bit difficult. Huh. So I'm going to try and think on another tactic. So if you guys are wondering, how do you... Why do you talk like that? Or why do you use these as your strategies? When you already tried it once... Ooh, snakes. Ooh, snakes. I think what I'm gonna do, I believe these are still near. I like how my boyo. Whoa. Okay, let's see. What type of arrow should we use? Let's see. Let's use a fire arrow, because I doubt he's liking to fight. Yeah, he's a... Say this like you're scary. Whoa. See, guys? It really is. Sure about that. Woo! Who he does a lot of damage. 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 Can't even get me. Ah, he hit me. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh god, oh god. Nope. Run away. Ah! Ah! Woo! Okay. Heal myself. Whew. Whew, I want to go loot his place. Because I know I saw there was some loot right here. There are probably still a couple more snakes around. I'm actually gonna kill the snakes. Blow this place up. It's that one. Alright, let me quickly change the arrow type back to a normal. There's stuff in there. Just quickly. Alright. Well, now that I've done my part over here. Were there more snakes? 'Cause I didn't see them. Alright. So, let's head back. That's a huge hole in your wall, bro. I mean, there is water, though, so I mean... Maybe that was intentional, but there's also the worst side, I guess, of it. This is like the worst side of the place here. So it appears that this is like the poor part of this place. So the poor part of Athens will be over here, I guess. I guess that's what we'll call it, the poor side of Athens. So like, not really well handled. But it connects directly to Athens, which makes it interesting. So I guess they're able to live by, but it's just not like much. This is the fish market specifically. Here we go again. Gotta climb up, gotta climb down. Hey buddy, you okay? I just crouch up to him. You okay, buddy? You okay, Mr. Grumpy Gills? And also, if you guys are wondering what's going down in the background, you're probably hearing, I don't know what you're hearing, a blender? Something like that. Let's just say my mom is making cookies. I like how he specifically said, it will make me angry. Thank you. 266 drachmi. That's actually not bad, especially for how little I did in that time period. It was like, go talk to these guys, scare them. Of course I did. And then I gotta go talk to the contact, which would be easy enough. It's actually not too far. They're all pretty close together. Not gonna lie, they're all in a decent, you know, spacing between areas, at least 300 meters, depending on where I gotta go. So, like, this is... I gotta go up a little bit. I gotta go, like, 200 meters that way still, but... I mean, that's decent compared to 2,000 almost. Because that's what I had to do earlier, was 2,000, and that was just to get over here. So, if you guys are wondering why they call him, Misthios, what are they doing? I guess this is like some sort of workout area? They're trying to have a duel? Because I'd win that duel pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Prison. Whoa. Why is it bad to go over there? Can I go around? Okay, I can go around. I was like, why did I immediately get yellow? I should not have yellow. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. I gotta go this way. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. I guess it starts right about here. Does it not? It's like right here. Yep. I could go into the prison, kill somebody, and then take their loot. Really? Just walk in, kill a guy, run away, in a prison. Yeah, I'd like to sell some stuff, buddy. I actually kind of want to keep these daggers. The last time I saw daggers, it actually did really good, but those are level 17 as well. So I'll actually sell the handcrafted spear, and I'll go ahead and take the daggers. Because that does, like, another... like 40 damage on top of it. Because this does 69, this does 109. A prisoner... poisoner's dagger? Is that what it said? Yeah, poisoner's. It's actually pretty cool though, how you can get like stuff from just doing this kind of stuff. I don't know why I enjoy doing it, I just do. Get rid of those, and then we'll sell this fangs because that's cheap enough. We'll sell empty aphora and lavender. Why does it sell for $6? $6 me for that? Like actually? Like I'm impressed with that. That's actually pretty cool though. Like I mean that's expensive comparatively to like most of the stuff. And guys, always Spartan kick. Always go for the Spartan kick. Cause that Spartan kick, I tell you what, it has helped me in when they were like higher levels. I'd always Spartan kick them off of higher areas because it does extra damage on top of the damage of the kick itself. Hi, buddy. Just walk over there. Hi, buddy. Yeah, where do I have to go? I have to go all the way over there. 200 meters this way. So these are fake ones, so this is basically just rigging. That's how you know there's some problems here, is that I gotta rig literally a set. I like how it's kind of funny on sometimes. It sounds like they talk to you, because they just talk to themselves half the time, or they're just talking to their bird or something. I don't know. It's funny to see it either way. It's just like, dude, really? Oh, okay, this is... I don't know which would be a good spot to actually head into. Let's see. I think the best way to do it would probably be to just kind of climb this building. Let me make sure there are no guards. Okay, there's a guard right there. There's a guard right there. I'm sure I could probably just climb it. Totally not suspicious. I'm just working on my upper body strength, I promise. Low chance that I actually have to kill anybody. All I have to do is get in, get out, replace the stuff, and leave. I gotta get over there. Ooh, it's gonna be a tough challenge here. Alright, so let's see. What would be the best route? It'll probably be this way, actually. No, up. Go that way. Yep, there you go. There you go. Alright, right here. Okay. Is there a guy under here? There isn't. I had to kill him, guys. That's the only reason I'd be able to get in and out carefully. It's by killing him. If I didn't, I could be in a very sticky predicament.